No reason to do so there. He was going to leave, no doubt.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Pelicans. And Doris, what would you say has to happen for the Wizards to take that next step?
I think one of the things that's absolutely key to an organization's success is being able to make the right selections with their draft picks. It's not easy, it's not an exact science, but it's been problematic for this organization in the past. That has got to change.
Here's Alvarado. To the middle, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
The assist.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Here's Kuzma, and stolen by Zeller. Pass to Daniels. Here's Nance. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels.
Assisted.
Well, Larry Nance, because of the athleticism and the burst off his feet, is incredible on the interior. Look out.
Here's Coulibaly.
Pelicans foul.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
Greg, it seems like the Wizards have been trying to find their edge against tough teams.
For the
Yeah, and
Wizards.
the first question is, which end does it happen on, offense or defense? Because you can win tough games by being great at either.
Down low. Pass to Daniels. Here's Alvarado. On the wing, Nance. And the Nance slams it in.
So explosive, so creative in the air. Nicely done, Larry Nance Jr.
Here's Avdia. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake. Pass to Zeller. And Daniels now top of the key. Fires the three. He doesn't hit that one. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Pelicans ahead, up by 8. We'll be back shortly, live from Washington.
17.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
And it's Ingram missing.
And this is exactly what you have to do to stop him. That was a tremendous contest, forcing the miss.
To the paint. Marshall.
Najee Marshall.
That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist.
Brandon Ingram.
Marshall's got the lead up to 10 now for the Pelicans. It's stolen by Jones. Here's Williamson. And finished off by Williamson.
Herbert Jones.
Already such a well-coordinated athlete for his size and age. Williamson bringing down the house.
Now here's Jones. Over Daniels. Jones, no luck.
What a masterful job on the defensive end. Did everything possible to alter that shot.
Great. You look at the size of some of these point guards now. Magic Johnson would feel right at home.
Yeah, it's a part of a larger trend with all the switching defensively. If you have just one smaller guy on the floor, he is going to get targeted.
Timeout on the floor. Washington.
So timeout called here. The first for Washington.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
Okay, fans, that was your Wizard Youth Dance Team. Let's make some noise.
Both free throws, good for Ingram.
And battling injuries off and on throughout the years, Ingram is a major difference maker when healthy.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. There is no question, Greg, this Pelicans roster has the talent to at least be a playoff contender every year.
No doubt a contender. Their problem has been staying healthy. They have a big three, but Ingram and Williamson didn't play in half the games during that 22-23 campaign.
Wizards making a switch here.
That was your Wizards. Dancing. Give them some love.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Zion Williamson is, of course, unique athletically. His teammate C.J. McCollum says, I don't know if we'll ever see somebody with that strength, power, speed, and jumping ability. At times, the Pelicans' offensive game plan becomes simple, McCollum said. Get the ball to Z and get the heck out of the way. Kevin, I'm paraphrasing.
I know you are. I picked up on that, David. Thank you. Pelicans leading by 14. And there's the call on Jones. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Pelicans substitution.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Poole with no one around. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Hawkins. Sinks the three-pointer. Hawkins has got his first 3 points of the game.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
And it's Kispert in the corner. Shoots over Ingram. Here's Coulibaly. And that time, also a missed shot. And Valanciunas has got the ball here for New Orleans. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter.
And over the years, McCollum has become one of the more reliable scorers in our league. Some power coming from the PG.
That's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Wizards passing it around. Count that one. And here are the Pelicans. They're on a 14-4 run right now. They double-team McCollum. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
Kispert, no good.
Got his hand out enough on that one to bother the three-point attempt. Great hustle on that one.
You know, we talk about this time and time again, trying to stay connected to shooters along the perimeter. Nicely done.
Basketball. Pelicans
Wizards trailed by 20.
Cody Zeller. Larry Nance Jr.
Here's Coulibaly.
Murphy.
And misses it off the right side of the rim. And the Pelicans with possession here. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen. To the middle. And Nance slams it in.
Jr.
A lot to like about the way they're playing right now, but still plenty of time left.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
Here is Hawkins. Got it. Good job in the low post. Hawkins has got 5.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home,
Out of bounds.
another to do it in a
Pelicans
hostile
ball.
environment.
Boy, just sheer
Pelicans
dominance, the
substitution.
ability to step into
Jose
enemy territory and
Alvarado.
flat out take over. This is impressive.
New Orleans making a switch here. Count it.
Cody
Good.
Zeller.
Zeller's got his first bucket in this one.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
McCollum, no good. Got it off in time. That shot, no good.
That's the end of the
And
first
so it's the
half.
New Orleans
Score.
Pelicans.
Your Wizards. 13. The Pelicans.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. To the inside. Here's Valanciunas.
Jonas
That falls.
Valanciunas.
Nice feed that time from McCollum.
Assist from
He's got
CJ
6.
McCollum.
Well, efficient scoring in the post, just one of the reasons Valanciunas is out there.
At the elbow, it's Kispert. Here's Poole. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the
Jonas
call and will shoot 2.
Valanciunas.
The Wizards
Second
shooting their
personal
3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
First team foul.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
Pass to Valanciunas. Takes the assist and
Jonas
lays it in.
Valanciunas.
Picked out the pass nicely. Valanciunas has
Timeout on the
got 4
floor.
points this quarter.
Washington timeout.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
For your Wizards, Youth Dance Team.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
Possession to New Orleans.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Well, I think it kills your energy, and it certainly kills your momentum.
Jones,
Jones.
no one around him. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's a joy to watch
That's an
Ingram
inbound violation.
as he's developed. One of the hardest
Possession
working
to New
players
Orleans.
in the game.
Pulls from the top of the key. Gill with the rebound.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
That's an 8-second violation.
And they call the 8-second
Possession
violation.
to
Too
New
much
Orleans.
time getting it up court.
He got a little ahead of himself there trying to pull the team even.
That's a big miscue, and you hate to see that happen at this point in the game.
Seconds, inbound violation.
That'll be a 5-second call.
Washington basketball.
Unable to get
5
the ball in
seconds.
bounds. They get called for the
Possession to New
5-second
Orleans.
violation. New Orleans dictating the flow. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, guys. Zion Williamson is a force to be reckoned with, but Coach Willie Green said he's just scratching the surface. He's going to continue to get better. Over and over again, he's making the right play. Kevin?
All right, D.A., thanks.
Washington.
And there's the whistle.
basketball.
3-second violation. They're going to turn
That's
it
an
over.
inbound
They couldn't get it in
violation.
bounds that time.
Pelicans ball.
And to make that mistake at this